Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Pirai Academy. In the series of Zoho interview question, today we are going to see about a question called sort elements on basis of factors. So they will be given an array and we want to just sort those array elements on the basis of factor in a descending order. For example, if they have given this as an array, okay, for this array the corresponding elements number of factors are these respectively. For 5 there are 2 factors. What are those? 1 and 5. Yes. And then for 11 there are 2 factors. What are those? 1 and 11. And then for 10 there are 4, 20 there are 6, 9 there are 3 factors, and 16 there are 5 factors, and 23 there are 2 factors. So in this we want to just order them in a descending order of the number of factors as a factor. Okay, so first it will be 20, then 16, then 10, then 9, then 5, 11, 23. If both factors, both the number of factors are equal, then we want to arrange them in a relative position. That's it. Okay, so that's not a big deal, but the logic behind the number of factors is a big deal, right? Okay, how to solve this problem? So basic brute force approach is that simplest thing. What we have observed here, we want to find the number of factors for each and every elements and sort it corresponding to it. Simple, right? So that's going to be my brute force approach. So first of all, I will be taking an array. Okay, array, or it is a matrix which is going to store corresponding element and its factor. Okay, first of all I am going to find the factor, number of factors of this 5. Okay, so how to find the number of factors of 5? It is so simple. You want to iterate from 1, okay, up to 5, okay, and find the number of factors. Simple, right? So how many factors this 5 have? So this 5 have 2 factors. So store it as a 1D array. Okay, then again another array. Here I will be storing 11, and how many factors it have? It has 2 factors. How? I will be traversing from 1 to 11, and I will be taking what element that gives a remainder of 0 while dividing this 11. That's it, right? So if this is f, this is a variable f, then 11 mod f is equal to 0, then I can say it is a 11's factor, right? This f is a 11's factor, or else it is not a 11's factor, right? So then again I will be taking the 10, and 10's factor is 4. Again I will be taking the 20's factor is 6. Again I will be taking 9's factor is 3. Again I will be taking 16 and its factor is 5. Again I am taking 23 and its factor is 2. Now after finding these all, now I am going to sort it in a descending order by using the first index of that corresponding array. Okay, so I am going to sort it in descending order. That's it. Hope you understand this. So this is my simple brute force approach. And what is my time complexity going to be? So it will be going to be O of n into, so n will be the number of elements that we are going to traverse in our array. Okay, and then I want to find the factors, right? So that factors going to be up to from where? From 1 to that corresponding element we have took from that array, right? So let us take the maximum element in the array is m, then n into m plus n log n for the sorting purpose. So we are going to use a merge sort. The inbuilt sorting function will be using a merge sort algorithm. So it will be going to be n log n. And then what is the space complexity? It will be O of n, because we are using a auxiliary array space here. Here we are using a auxiliary array space, and also we are just taking auxiliary space while we are sorting here. Okay, fine. So after sorting this, we will be returning only the first element. Like after sorting the array, something looks like 26, then 16, 5, then 10, 4, then 9, 3, like that, right? In descending order. So I will be taking the 0th index of the corresponding each and every this array, and I will be just making that elements to be appended in the resultant array, and I will be returning those resultant array. Hope you understand this, right? Once you look at the code, it will be easy. So here the logic is very important. How to find the factors, okay? So this is a simple brute force approach, but we don't want a unoptimized approach. We want an optimized approach. So how we can optimize this? So to optimize this, we can make sure that finding the factors will not be leading to the O of m. Here it is, this is the factor that is maintaining the time complexity, right? So we cannot optimize the sorting technique, we cannot optimize the traversal, but we can optimize this m. Okay, instead of traversing up to from 1 to the corresponding number, the maximum number, we can instead make sure we can optimize this time complexity, right? So how to optimize it? So let us take an example like 20 is there, right? So 20. So what are the factors of this 20? It is 1, 2, 4, 5, then 10, then 20. So these are all the factors of this 20, right? Okay, so if I split it into two parts, okay, now 20 divided by 1, which is equal to what? 20. Now 20 divided by 2, which is equal to what? 10. Here comes. Okay, now 20 divided by 4, what? It is 5. Here comes. So I can say I want to go up to half. Half means what? Up to approximately 20 square. Floor of 20 square. Okay, 20 square will be something like 4 point something, right? So I don't want to take these all. I will be taking this whole number, this 4 alone. So I will be going up to 4. Okay, and for each and every value, for this 1, for each and every factors, I will be incrementing up to 2 times. So for this 1, I will be incrementing 2 times. For this 2, again I will be incrementing 2 times. Again for this 4, again I will be incrementing by 2 times. So totally 6 factors are present for this number 20. Similarly, there is some mistake in this. Similarly, let us take 16. Okay, for this 16, what are the factors? It is 1, 2, 4, 8, then 16. Here the half is we can divide up to this 4, right? Up to this 4. Okay, so 16 divided by 1, which is equal to 16. 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 8. Here comes. Now 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. Again 4. Can we get this duplicates? No. So I can say whatever number that are perfect square, will be having a factor -1, which means up to this 1. So we will be incrementing 2 counts. Then for 2, again we will be incrementing 2 counts. For 4, again we will be incrementing 2 counts. Okay, that's okay. So it will be 6. Hold on. It will be 6. Now, what is the 16th root? It is 4. So 4 into 4, which is equal to 16. So 4 is a whole number, right? It is not a decimal number. If it is a decimal number, we can leave as it is. I will be showing this in our code. As of now, just understand it is whole number. So whole number into whole number will be my perfect square, right? This is what called as a perfect square. So whenever we get like this, we will be decreasing by 1. So there are totally 5 factors. So this will be enhancing my time complexity up to what? O of n into square root of the maximum number, okay, plus n log n for the sorting purpose. And what is my space complexity? It will be O of n. Okay, so this is my optimized time and space complexity. Once you have seen the code, it will be more and more clear. Okay, so let us go to the coding path. So this is the code. So always prefer a Java code for Zoho interviews. So first of all, in this class factor processor, okay, actually it is not in the platform like Geeks or Lead Code. That's why I'm just showing you the code in the compiler. Okay, first of all, I'm creating a class as factor processor. Then inside that I am creating a member function called count factors of int n. So these are all basic, right? Okay, now in this function I am just going to calculate how many factors for this given number n. Okay, this is going to be my one function, and another function will be going to be sorting those factors. Okay, so this is going to be my main function. Okay, so this is my auxiliary function. That's why I'm going to explain this auxiliary function first, and then we can go here, because this is the main part, that way. Okay, now see here, first of all, I'm keeping a count as 0. Okay, and then I am just iterating from 1 to the corresponding number square root. Okay, which means if it is 20, then I will be iterating from 1 up to 4. 4 is inclusive, not exclusive. Okay, which means 4 is also there. Fine. Now, if any of those numbers is dividing my given n, then what should I do? I should be incrementing my count as 2. Okay, and then I'm taking the square root of the corresponding number and I'm just checking what corresponding number is a int, which means I'm just taking that whole value, not the decimals. Okay, if it is decimals, it is not a perfect square, right? So this is a condition for checking the perfect square. So if the square into square is equal to n, then I can say it is a perfect square. For example, it is 16, then the square root will be 4. 4 into 4 will be 16 again. So in that case, I will be subtracting my count by -1. Okay, and then at last I will be returning the count. So this is going to be my auxiliary function to find the factors. So this is a helper function, for example. Okay, and then here you can also put 2. Okay, it is not big deal, because always all number will be having a factor of 1 and itself, right? So you can also put here 2. That's your wish. Okay, let me put here 2, because in drawing definition I have explained you in 1. Now it will be 2, it can be 2, so that you can understand whether we can put 1 or 2, the logic will be same. Okay, now here comes the main function. So public list of integers. So it is going to be written the descending order of all numbers based on the factors, number of factors. Okay, so sort by factors of int array. So I am just passing an int array. Now list of integers, integer array of auxiliary is equal to new array list of. So this is going to be my that matrix. So in that each and every array will be containing the corresponding element and the corresponding number of factors for those elements. I showed in the drawing explanation, right? So I am talking about this. Okay, fine. Now listen this carefully. I'm just iterating over all of these, and I'm just taking I'm going to iterate over all of the array elements, and I will be taking each and every elements, and I will be passing to the helper function to calculate the number of factors for those elements. Okay, and I will be adding those in a format of the corresponding element and its corresponding number of factors. So that's going to be my one list element. Okay, fine. Now I will be sorting them in a descending order by comparing those elements. Fine. Now at last I will be taking a resultant list of integers, and inside that I will be just appending what that pair of 0, which means this sorted auxiliary space, right? So in this, the 0th means the corresponding elements, this I. Can you understand this? So that I will be just adding in my result. That's it. At last I will be returning the result. So this is going to be my driver code. Okay, so this is not big deal. So you, as it is, you know this driver code. So let me run this. Yes, we got the correct answer what we are required for the output. If you really like this video, subscribe to my channel. Don't skip any videos in this playlist, because all videos will be useful once you are appearing for the Zoho interviews. Thank you.